Coach, again, not the result you wanted, but I guess for you, when you kind of look at this weekend as an entire kind of, I guess, picture, what will you take away from this weekend about the way that your guys played, either gritty or just maybe some untimely errors? I guess is a better way to put it.
Oh, I'd say I need a little bit of time to know what we exactly took away from it, other than probably the biggest things. I just didn't feel like, myself did a very good job preparing the guys. Didn't feel like we were, just weren't, playing at a high level really the whole weekend. That's on me.
I know the season is kind of unprecedented, as a lot of people have said. Did you kind of expect that there would be maybe a little bit of a learning curve, so to speak, with, as you've mentioned before, obviously quarantine and just having guys that may not have played as much? Looking at Cal Conley as a guy that hadn't played up until you kind of played him a couple days ago.
Yeah, Cal's a baseball player. He's one of those guys that appears that can show up and play at a decent level, and he did that this weekend. Really thought going into the weekend, as far as his deal goes, thought really is the right thing to do for Kurt to play short early on, and just because he'd been working there and kind of gave us another option, in the infield. And I think everybody understood that. And so again, it's we just didn't perform very well.
Last one from me. You guys tied it up 5-5. I guess what kind of changed? Did you feel like there was momentum, or was it just kind of like what I mentioned before, just an untimely error, and you guys weren't able to kind of bounce back from that, I guess?
I mean, guys battled. We did battle. We didn't exactly just hammer our pitch when we got it. We didn't exactly execute our pitches. We didn't exactly play great defense. But at the same time, I'm going to tell you, I think that goes on myself, and we take a lot of responsibility in having these guys ready to play, and we just weren't ready.
All right, we're going to go next to Kendall.
Coach, as you look back at the weekend, how would you assess the pitching staff? And is there anybody that you saw in particular that moving forward you kind of feel like maybe should be in a bigger role? What was your takeaway of the pitching this weekend?
Yeah, we'll look at that on the drive home. I do think some guys threw the ball well out of the bullpen. I do think there's some guys down there that can definitely give you some length at the front end of a game and pitch off the fastball on both sides of the plate, which is kind of where it starts with fastball command. And I thought Jamie Hitt did a good job today. I thought Gerton did a good job the other day. I think after all these guys the thing is, there's some certain spots you have to execute pitches in the middle of the order against those guys. I think a few times this weekend, I think we got caught in just trying to throw a strike instead of execute pitch. You up there on the top row or something?
I am, man. I'm up here in the space station. Hey, real quick, I don't mean to ask you another one, but what was your takeaway on these three SEC teams you saw this weekend?
I really thought Arkansas competed just like Dave's teams always do. 9 innings. Offensively against us with missing Goodhart, I thought they were outstanding. I thought they did a great job collectively. I thought the guy we faced from Ole Miss was really good, Hoagland. He's a front-end guy. Pitched off the fastball. After the first time through the order, thought he did a great job. Thought Ole Miss had a good team. And Mississippi State, with the ability to put 6 left-handed older hitters in a lineup, it's going to be a tough matchup for those right-handed pitchers. Those guys do a great job grinding out at bats. In Mississippi State today, they're 2 starters down. They run the kid out there that they started today, and I thought under the circumstances, he did a great job. What did he give him, 4? And he went through the lineup, didn't give up a hit, but he did a great job for, being a spot starter.
Thanks, Ted. See you in a couple weeks.
Okay, we'll go next to David Collier.
Yeah, Coach Kendall kind of touched on the pitching staff as a whole, but how inevitable or how invaluable is it to get 6, 7 freshmen their first experience against SEC teams like this on the road this weekend?
Well, you're definitely not going to get a false sense of where you are. It's definitely reality is what reality is. You're as good as you are today, and the game will reward you. It'll give you back what you put into it. And, there's no doubt. I mean, to run them out there in this environment, you got to learn to control what you can control and stay within yourself. And I think that was probably a big part of the weekend.
All right, we'll go to Keith.
Hey, Coach, probably your best starting pitching performance today. What did you see out of Mason Montgomery, and how have you seen him grow over his time in the program?
Yeah, Mason's he's developed. We'd love to run him back out there. He had the quarantine deal, and really just pitch count's not where you want it to be, strength wise and all that stuff. And so that's kind of where we are with him as far as pitch count goes. But he's the fastball's definitely gotten better since he's been here. The command's gotten better. Secondary stuff, change up. He's going to be good. I mean, he's a tough matchup. You could see that. I mean, first time through the order. And when he located the fastball, those guys weren't getting exactly great swings off.
Okay, do we have any more questions for Coach?
I'll take one more if you don't mind. Coach, obviously a rough weekend. Fans are going to want to overreact. What's the message out there just from the baseball standpoint of where the program is and where you go from here?
Yeah, I mean, it's really felt like to me like almost this weekend felt like just didn't really know what you're going to get coming off, the 8 or 9 days being inside. And some teams handled that better than we did. Does that mean their players are better? I don't think so. I think everybody has good players. I think the fundamentals of the game will separate you. And our fundamentals weren't great this weekend. That's on me.
Got Bishop from the Daily Torador.
Hey, Coach. Rombach made his first start at first base today after starting at catcher yesterday. He didn't have his best game. What do you think is what do you think his future entails moving forward with the team this season?
He'll determine that. I mean, he had an opportunity to write his name in the lineup last night, catcher. Had a chance to do it at first today. So players write their name in the lineup. I don't have like that, whatever you call it. I can't predict the future. I know he can swing the bat, and I know we need him to swing the bat.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, and Leah Doherty.
Yeah. Sorry, it's Collier again. Coach, I think you guys were 2 for 9 with the runners in scoring position today. I mean, is it a situation where the pitchers are just ahead of the batters this weekend, and you're just trying to catch up since you guys had lost time from last weekend?
I think that's some of it, but I mean, hitting with men in scoring position reveals your approach, and the better your approach is, the better you'll hit with more men in scoring position. And I'll tell you again, that's on me. The guys' approach wasn't great.